Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can y'all hear me? Yo. What's the mic? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, testing, testing, testing. What's up, everybody? What's going on? I don't know what's going on with my mic. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you, I'm always asking, can you guys hear me? Nobody on the line. Oh, man. You hear me, Liquid? You can hear me? You can hear me? I bet. Copy. Yo, I sent you a link, too. You can hit that link and you can pull up, I think. You know what I'm saying? You hit that link and you can pull up. So we could do the live together. You could join. But what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Grow with me. Salute. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm trying my best here, man. Really trying my best. Like, I'm trying to do the best I can do, you know, being that the lack of experience I have, you know, whether in all this type of stuff. But I have learned so much. But I still go through my own little issues here and there with these stuff here, trying to figure things out. I get a little nervous, a little worried. You know, I get scared. Yeah, I got a giveaway, a random giveaway. I'm just gonna pick somebody, you know. I don't know who it may be. I still don't know. I still don't know who's gonna be the lucky winner. But check this out, fellas. This is sponsored by Grower's Choice Seeds. This is sponsored by Grower's Choice Seeds. I don't know. It's supposed to show whatever my screen, my green screen, but I don't think I got a green screen in this. It's showing my stickers. But anyway, um, yo, thank you, Grow With Me. Yo, man, look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, this came out. Look, what I'm doing now, what I'm actually doing right now, is is a shocking thing for me. Period. This is the first time ever of any of this happening. You know, and me and you know, and Litwick, we talking about, you know, things like that. I be like, yo, you know, but I never thought that it was gonna happen now. You know, and the funny thing was that they reached out to me, and I never reached out to anybody about sponsors or anything like that. So they reached out to me. I thought it was a bogus. I thought it was a scam. I'm like, why me? I don't even got that many followers. But they wound up choosing me. And then let me fix this up a little bit more so I could sit more comfortable right here with this stuff. So yeah, so they reached out to me and I was shocked and it took a while for me to respond because I'm so used to people running these scams on YouTube and stuff like that. Cause look, let me say something to you guys. You know how many times I got caught with these type of allegedly sponsored? Let me let my dog in, man. Excuse me for a second, fellas. My dog is wilding now. Oh man, and the phone dropped, y'all. This is crazy. It's not easy trying to do a stream and you got dogs and people all over the place. All right, man. Come here. Don't be fucking around. My apologies. My apologies. Yeah, my apologies, people. But like I was saying, I got caught in a lot of scam, a lot of bogus things before, and I didn't get caught. I just got played. I had my excitement. People had me excited, real crazy. Like, for instance, let me see what the hell my dog's doing. This dog is wild. Got all my tools, stuff laying around. This is the way. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, on Instagram, I had several people hit me up about me being a winner, and on YouTube also, I got hit like the dude Grow, um, Scotty, a couple YouTubers, they use their names and they use those people names. He was reaching out to me, yo, I won this giveaway, and like 2 months ago, or a month, no, like a month ago, they reached out to me. They told me, oh man, you got a giveaway. You just want a giveaway. You want a whole setup and everything. So I was really so excited, really think I really want something. But then they asked me for the shipping, and I was willing to pay for the shipping. But something told me, do your research. So I reached out to these people through Instagram and everything, and I started doing so much. I figured out that these people was a bogus page, and I got caught up with that. And lucky, I got excited. I told everybody, yo, I won something, and it was all a lie. It happened to me several times also. But this is what happens in these type of things. People will like really try to get you out there. There's a lot of scammers out there. They use a lot of content creators, names and stuff like that. So I got caught up out there. So with Grower's Choice, reached out to me. I didn't believe it. I thought I had to pay. They sent me whatever. They told me they wanted to sponsor me and help my channel grow and everything and build. And they see I have a YouTube channel and all that, and I go live and they like my audience. And I'm like, wow, I don't feel like I have that much of an audience, but they say they like it. I don't know what they like, but it was pretty good. So I reached out back and I said, sure, why not? So from there on, everything went well, and I'm here now trying to do this, trying to get this going, trying to build this channel, and hopefully things go well. I got a giveaway for somebody and shit like that. It's gonna be a pack of 3 seeds. It's gonna be a pack of 3 seeds. Okay, lit wick in the building. It's gonna be a pack of 3 seeds I'm gonna be giving away and stuff like that. A lucky winner, and I'm just excited that I'm able to give somebody something back to the community. What's going on, Wick? How's it going?
Chilling, chilling, just doing some shit around the house, around the garden, around everywhere, man. What you
All
up
right,
to,
all
man?
right. I'm chilling, man. Just trying to give out this a one pack. I'm giving out 1 pack of seed today. You know, I'm just giving out 1 pack. So before I give that pack, I'll just making sure enough people come through, see who I
You should
choose,
do,
man.
you
Make
should
some.
do duck race. You should do like the duck races, like Dude's channel or something similar to that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about when I say that?
That's like the little games and the choose like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just
Yeah,
kind of
I
dope.
haven't even got that started. When I set all this up, that's what it's going to be. I'm going to be choosing winners like that. But I prefer to choose them from the comments, people that support me on the live. So a random, I just pick whoever I feel, because they sometimes pick the same old winner every time.
No, you
I'm
can't
trying to
do
give
that.
everybody a chance to get something where they could receive something in the mail and be like, thanks, man. Like,
Absolutely. Yeah, you should spread it out. Yeah, hell yeah.
but yeah, I want to
Real
do that
talk.
also. I'm definitely gonna be doing that. What you smoking on, Wick?
Fucking Goat Lotto, Herbert Perp still, bro. Orion still, even though that's getting low. I got the blueberry muffins. Actually, I got a burp one. But those are they ain't cured yet. And then I got another blueberry muffin hanging in the but not blueberry muffin crossed with forbidden fruit. Excuse me. And I got another one hanging in the tent. And I got a third one, that runt. Remember the runt? That runt's gonna fuck around and finish, man. It's small, but it's only but it's gonna finish, man. It's getting its mature hairs and all that shit, man. So like if I get a little quarter, little extra half ounce off that bitch, I'm happy, bro. And then after that, I had since it's the fuck it pod, I had stuck in some like random punch pie cuttings like around the outside, and they ain't been getting no light because that forbidden fruit blueberry muffin's so big. But after I harvest the blueberry muffin forbidden fruit, I'll put the probably the pod outside and see if the three cuttings grow outside. Maybe I'll put them in the ground. I don't know because it would be three plants in one pot. I'm not trying to do that indoors. And if I was gonna try to do something like that, it'd be like outdoor, like fuck it experiment. Yo, my phone's been tripping too. I got to get a new
Yeah,
one.
every time. Oh man, I definitely got to get myself a new phone, man. My phone been crazy for a while. You know what it is with my phone? My youngest son used my phone, and he got all these little young girls calling him, all these young little boys calling him. He has a chat, and believe it or not, man, this phone be going crazy, and it's not even for me. It's just for him.
Yeah, he's young. He's got motion. He's got motion. He's young. Yeah,
Brother, yo, how's it going?
Trina, what's up? How you doing, man? I'm doing well, sir. How about you? A little high, a little tired. Just ate
Yo, what's
dinner.
up? Packages is on your way. Your packages is on your way.
Yeah, I didn't check on it today, but yesterday it was like in Sacramento or something. So it's coming. My 91 chem dogs. So I'm excited about that. Tree Nug, I I got some of that thick black net with the big ass squares, and I put it over that overgrown purple plant over there that's under that big ass light by itself. Between me and you and home grow, I can't wait for that bitch to be done so I can just harvest it and have the because the buds smell so sweet. But I hate that plant in every other way. I don't like growing it at all.
This Jackie is good. I love it. It's my first grow. I'm loving it. You know, I'm enjoying the experience. But one thing about it, it takes too damn long.
All
It has
plants are different like
long.
that.
It's taking too long. We already we on day 6 week 10. So, you know,
Oh
um,
shit!
two of them, the two smaller ones, the one in the back, small one in the back, and the small one in the front, next to the big one, they look like they'll be ready by the ending of this week 11. But the other one might go all the way down to week 13, man, because it still got hair, the little white
Yeah,
pit, and it's
yeah, but just make sure. Sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes they only go so far. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't wrap up quite how you want them to. When it's pretty rare to find ones that do 13. Those, but there are strains out
like,
there like that.
you know, I don't. I'm just trying to see if it maybe it might need to because that it still got a lot of white hairs. I'm hoping maybe by the week 12 they be done. You
You
know,
can't. I mean, you can't judge it all by the hairs. You gotta look at the trikes. You gotta look at the
but
trikes.
it got too many white pistols, all the little white pistols,
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
I mean, that's like an indicator, but you can't judge it just strictly on that. I mean, like, and listen, I'll tell you the truth, man. Sometimes things happen in flower, and it finishes, but in a way, they you wanted to do a little more, but it's just done doing its thing. I don't, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just is what it is. Like sometimes if you do like little things that's stunning or temporarily, I don't know. I don't know. But the plants look really good to me, man. But yeah, you need a jeweler's loop exactly. There's really no way around that or around learning how to do it. Because that's the only way to really know. And
There's a lot of in the bottom. There's buds, you know, that I should have took in the beginning. But I'm not too well experienced, so I don't know what will make it to the light and what wouldn't make it to the light. So that kind of took energy from the top, you know, because the bottom ones. But some of them are dense and some of them are, you know, like leafy. You know, they're not in the bottom of the big one. But
that's
the
how
top,
it that's how it is a lot of times, bro. That's you know that's just
it's
normal.
hard. Top is getting hard. It's getting solid. It's real heavy. Like I
Well,
had
yo,
to.
and listen, they're still in the tent. They still have they still have all the moisture in them. After you dry them out, it's gonna be different. They always feel a little denser than sometimes they are. You can't really judge it by
No, no, no. But
that.
I'm they gotten denser. You know what I'm saying? From before the top ones, they're not as like leafy as before. Now they you know they got dense and nice and tough. You can feel okay. There's buds. The ones in the bottom is like a bunch of feathers. You know, it's like so. I'm like okay, I'm not worrying about those. I'm not gonna, but I'm just making sure the chops is ready so I could chop down. I don't care about the lower ones, but
No,
the
fuck.
top ones are getting nice and thick. You know, so by week 12 they should be ready. So I'm not gonna push no more than that just to try to get the bottom ones ready. Because those I think I should have been cut off when I was cleaning up, when I was pruning and doing stuff like that. But I wasn't sure how far up should I go. But my
Me
next
too.
grow, far I go up now. You know, now I understand. But I've done pretty
So
cool.
Me too. I already said I veg mine for way too long. I knew that when I flipped them. Like I knew it was like, that's not what the plan was. But that's what I ended up doing. I wouldn't usually do it like that.
Really?
Where I
Oh,
veg for so long and I wouldn't need it. But I wish I would have removed more off the bottom of those. But you can use that to make you
oh
can use
yeah,
that to make edibles or hash or if you got bubble bags like I do, you can keep them.
look, home grow is just starting off. Whatever. I'm not. It's just gonna go to the garbage. I don't know much what to do with it. When I get my
Put
little
them in
tool,
a bag and put them off to the side, and you might eat the shit. You might end up smoking them when you.
smoke it, you know what I'm saying? Put it in little bong and shit. Smoke it. I don't know. But
20,
what
30% amber is grow with me's Kenny, right?
grow with me? That's
Yeah,
Kenny, I think. No, I
yeah,
think
that's Kenny.
that's Kenny.
I'm asking you.
No, uh grow with Kenny is up. Hold
Oh,
on.
listen, that's grow with me.
Yeah, grow with me. It's I forgot the other name that come up as.
My bad, my bad. I had you confused, grow with me. But 20, 30% amber. Everybody has different preferences. That's a lot for me. I have done that on before sometimes. But that does give you more of like the couch lock and some of the more medicinal. Uh, but it also is kind of like it's degrading the potency also. So like if I had like an ideal ratio, it'd probably be like 5 or 10% amber. But that's me. Some people would say no amber, just all cloudy. Like no ambers, all cloudy. Um, everybody's got their own little different preferences when it comes to that. But you need a jeweler's loop, Loupe.
Now, I'm gonna definitely get me one of those. Um, boy, I had flush 2 days ago. I gave them a flush, and they starting to fade. Nice. The big tall one is starting to, like, you see the leaves fading now. Like, I'm like, oh shit! For the first time, I'm seeing this shit fade. I'm like, oh. So this is so basically right now. This is what I'm supposed to see. The fading, the yellowish coming in. But I was telling my wife, but I told her when you see this in the beginning, it's a problem. When you see this around now, it's a great thing. So this yellow thing is a beautiful thing, and it could be
You're right. You're right. You're right.
be the
Even
worst depending on when it comes out. So she's like, for real, I'm like, yeah. So right now, I'm looking forward for this, for the discoloration, you know what I'm saying? For the fade. And depending what type of, like, colors, because you could get fucking, uh, what is it? Mold and all that shit. That type of fade that is like mold. So I told you, you gotta be careful too. So you want to make sure it's the, like, fade, like natural fade, like it's hungry, not that it's overwatered and it's catching, like, the roots is getting what you call that when you overwater them, they're sitting on water too much.
like root rot
Root rot.
or
So I say
powdery mildew or bud rot, which is like botrytis or something. I can't pronounce it. There's so much different shit you can get, but it's all like relative to uh yeah
Google,
over
search up what? Dr. Bug what? Dr. Bugsby. Yo,
Dr.
something?
Bugsby. He's like the genius on lights.
Yeah,
On lights.
I think I am subscribed, but quiet, quiet. Um,
All things lighting.
it was
And
somebody. What subscriber was, but they was dissing that man. They were saying that man don't know shit. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Which I don't know if it's true or not, but I watched something about when Doctor Bugsby was talking about, and he was saying that like weed is exceptional, that it can absorb light much more than most other plants in general. It can just like absorb light as long as it has the air, its air to breathe, carbon, whatever it breathes, as long as it has enough to breathe. That's why people get the what is it called? Fucking, I'm high. The carbon monoxide. Help me out, homegirl. Fucking, what's the last thing they get, man? They get the carbon monoxide or whatever.
Oh no, what?
What do plants breathe, man? What do we exhale?
CO2.
Yeah, that's CO2. There you go. I'm
Yeah,
high and trying to think of the name. Yeah, but
I was
that's why people get supplemental CO2, because you can only turn the light up so high, and then but they got to be able to breathe, so people get supplemental CO2 so they can turn the light up even higher. Like, and I've never done that, so I can't really speak on it much beyond that. But but basically, what Dr. Bugsby was saying is, as long as they have enough CO2 to breathe, they can absorb sun like much more than like any other plant. They can basically take as much as you can give them. And I don't know if I agree with that or not, because sometimes I feel like I gotta back off of the light a little bit with weed. It depends. These lights are strong, man. These
hey,
lights are making these things are strong.
grow, grow with me. What strain is that you want to grow and you haven't yet got your hands on to grow? Like, what strain is that? Because somebody in the chat, or does anybody in the chat has a strain that had grew once and they love it and haven't gotten it? Like, or what strain would they love to grow? Like, what strain would it be? Next 2 weeks, but with the 2 weeks, I should be popping them seeds from Grower's Choice seeds.
Which ones are you popping?
I'm popping that sour diesel.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
That
Those see
sour.
those might grow tall, and sativas are usually the ones that if I'm correct, I think the ones that generally tend to have longer flowering, I think, are sativas. I think, but there might be indicas that do too, and most of what we have are hybrids anyway. So I don't even know if that means anything anymore.
That's the strain, Zuzi.
Yeah, that's strange. I smoked that from the dispo before. The Z strains in general. That's a strain that's what I'm gonna be start. One of the autos from Polly. It doesn't have a name yet, but it's a cross between OG Kush and Zo Skittles with the
Jimmy,
Z's.
Jimmy, Outlaw Nation, Outlaws Nation. Salute, salute, cheers.
What's up? What's up? Cheers, outlaw.
Stick around, y'all never know. Y'all might be the lucky winner for this one pack of three seeds.
What's up, Jimmy?
Any strain you like to choose, you want to grow, just stick around. You never know. You might be the winner. And also, I'm doing a Father's Day giveaways. I'm gonna be on Father's Day. I'm gonna be selecting three lucky winners, and each winners, y'all already know the deal. Y'all will each pick a pack of three seeds, any strain of your choice you like to grow. You know, sponsored by Grower Seeds, GrowersChoiceSeeds.com. So y'all already know. So Father's Day, I'm doing a giveaway for that. So hopefully one of you dads be the lucky winner on those. Three of you guys be the lucky winner on one of those pack of seeds.
You should get some good it's Father's Day. Get some granddaddy perp or some something like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it, there's a lot, there's a lot of negativity in this type of community, but so far I have gotten a lot of good. Uh, I have gotten good support. You know what I'm saying? I have gotten great support. I can't complain. A lot of people have supported me, whether we're like a comment or view. I had a couple fucked up, crazy comments, but what can I say? I don't know much. I'm not gonna respond with hatred. I just give them the thumbs up, the love, and salute to you, my brother. You rock. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's it.
thank you for participating.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a hateful comment or not, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I got your attention. You took the time to put a comment, a negative comment on my video, and you gave me a view. So
It's good for the algorithm.
gonna start hating, I look at them with a lot of love because without you guys, I won't make it neither. So I need the haters also to come through because that's what's gonna help the channel build and give me more views.
Man, anytime I accept it as soon as I put anything out on the internet, I'm like, there's gonna be negative ass. I mean, there's gonna be people that are gonna say crazy shit. Yeah, but you
Subscribe
gotta
to
you can't be too like fragile with your feelings and shit and be out on the internet. Like if you're gonna let like comments or a series of comments like tear you down, then like you can't be. Then don't put yourself out there. You know what I mean?
right. And you know what, Wick? You told me, yo, you gotta do this. You kept on pushing me, and I'm always gonna appreciate that of you. And Tazzy, stop. I'm always gonna appreciate that. And like me, a person not knowing what I'm doing and stuff like that, I was nervous, scared. I was like, oh, people. But you know what? I said, I got a thick skin. I don't know how thick it is, but I got a thick skin. I think me not knowing something and new to something, everything is gonna be whack. Everything's gonna be trash. Everything, you might get a good run. You might get a good start, a lucky start. I look at it as writing a story, writing a song, making, in whichever way, whether lyrics or musically, writing notes, whatever it is that you're doing. The first run might go well, the next, or playing sport, you might get your first win. The first video game you play, but the second one, you might lose from there a whole bunch because now you know, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm ready for the next. You know what I'm saying? I already see there's negative people. I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good for that. Like I still got love for them. You know what I'm saying? I still get
Hmm.
some views, and they still subscribe just to give me the hate comments. So hey, it works for me. You know what I'm saying? Whether you hate me or love me, hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah, fucking. You would think was with cannabis and stuff, there wouldn't be so much uh, fuck it, wouldn't be so much assholes on here, but it is what it is.
Out of you, I need another 10. I need another 10, another light, cause
Oh, I told you it's gonna always be like that. It's always gonna be. I just did this, and then I can get this together, and it ain't never. It ain't. Yeah. That's how. I mean, at least that is for. That's always how it is for me. And I'm not telling you not to feel that way at all. I'm saying that's normal to feel that way.
right. Yo, you know why? Uh, you right because like when you first said, yo, you're gonna need another setup. You're gonna want this, and I'm like, nah, I'm good with this. I'm just good with that. I wasn't aware of what may go on. You understand what I'm saying? So I was actually looking at things as I'm just gonna grow this and that's it. I didn't think of sponsors and me growing and showing they stuff. You know what I'm saying? And There's gonna be other people, in the future that might send me out, want to reach out, send me some seeds for me to grow, or or to sponsor, whatever it is. So I gotta
Most
have something set up for something always to have. You understand? I can't have these companies waiting too long. Also,
nah, you wouldn't know. See. I know exactly how you feel too, but you can only do what you can do. You know what I mean? You can like plants take months to grow. I mean, like that's
Right,
just
right, right.
that's the nature of what we're doing, and the average home grower doesn't have 5 tenths or 10 tenths. You know what I mean? That just isn't realistic. I mean, I'm not saying it ain't realistic for you, and it ain't realistic for me, but it ain't realistic for like the average home grower. So like they can, they gotta. I'm if they ever like if somebody ever like gives me seeds, and if they do ask me like how long until you're gonna grow, I'll be honest with them. I'll say like it probably like 3 months at least, because I'm gonna grow this other one first, because I told dude I was gonna grow it. You know, because like I always just tell people, like, I can't break the. If I say I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it. You know, even if something else comes along, I still gotta do what I said I was gonna do before. But you know what I mean? I don't know. It all comes back to what the individual person wants to do, man. And some people don't like running the. Well, see, those ain't really testers. I guess those ain't really testers, because those are some shit you would buy online. Because I mean you're picking them. But some people just don't. Some people like picking their exact genetics, and they found exactly what they like, and they like running only that, or they like running mostly that, and because they have that dialed in very very well. And I'll probably get there at some point. That's where I'm hoping to get to. But for now, I'm just having fun running all kinds of different shit.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. These giveaways that I got going it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? You get to pick what you want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't choose for you. I don't have seeds on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually giving you like I could have picked seeds and have people. Hey, I'm giving these pack of seeds. I'm actually doing a giveaway where you get to choose whatever seeds, whatever you want to grow. CBD, THC, THCA, regular,
Cheers.
like ROs, like is whatever you want. I don't want to be in control of no one. I like honestly. Look, me having a woman, I'm not even in control of my woman. You free to do what you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what's to stay is gonna stay. And what's not meant to stay is not gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do for it or what. So you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you pick what you want and you grow what you want. These are the giveaways, and I give you this, and I let them know this, and you get this, and you just go from there on, and you choose what you want, and it comes to you. Listen, I don't even have to have your information. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like it's not something. Oh no, no. I actually let the company know what it is, and let it be certified, and then you see how
Hey,
I deal with everybody. I have no information, and you get what you want. You wait on for it. When you get it, you do what you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You can either grow it, give it away, put it in a storage in a safe. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm not in control of nobody's giveaway right here with these seeds. So feel free to be a part of
yo,
my channel.
with your channel, when you do these, if anybody ever tries, wants to come up like I'm up right now, make them show their face before they come up, because there's somebody we both know that got porn bombed just recently. I don't want to say the day or the person or anything.
I'm gonna tell you something though. Like
You
I'm
know
not
what I'm
gonna.
talking about?
Yeah, but look, I said before. I said, bro, listen. Always check before you let them in. I always said that from the jump. You know why? Because I was smart about that. I know about that shit. They didn't listen to me. That's
What
not what happened.
happened? It
What's
happened
gonna
in
happen?
Go.
I'm only gonna send the link and network with people on my panel, on my like on the screen with people that I know. So it's not
But
gonna
be,
be
you
person.
gotta be
Hey,
careful because the person that did it to dude, I was in the chat when it happened earlier, and it was a actually like it appeared like a well known person in the community, but it was like slightly different. They noticed afterwards, like
no,
it had like a,
that's why you gotta check their link before you allow them up. You be like, okay, let me check if this is him. And then if you see their official channel, everything pops up officially to them. I bet. You know what I'm saying? And before you let them in, I'm always gonna send it out. Like let's say how I send it to you, cause I personally know you, to people that I got contact with. That's how I'm gonna reach out to, and I don't have those issues.
yeah. I'm just saying be careful about that because it happened on it happened to Goat a couple times too. Out there, and I've seen it happen to people like live like 2 or 3 times now, and so it's definitely a thing, and it can, and then they go like report you and shit, and they give you a chance, fucks up your emotion, and it's so fucked up. The person they did it to too, it's like isn't as far as I know, like isn't even a person that like spreads
With you
hate or anything.
know what, bro? With me, I'm gonna give you. If you still here, I'm gonna give you
G Kush.
that one pack of seed. If you still here, let me know. I choose you. Grow with me. So if you still here, you want that, let me know.
You can get that OG. You can get that OG. I'm growing OG right now and it's performing under that blur. Bam! He's here. He's
Bet.
here. You got that OG, bro?
Nah, send me just send me your email and a screenshot of your page
Oh,
to
he
my
has two OG seeds.
Gmail. Let me see if I could type it in the chat. If there's any way I could get in the chat.
Well, you can pick something else, Cole. He said he has three OG. I misunderstood. I thought he was saying he wants. Oh, I didn't know he had them already. I have. I'm growing one from Royal Queen right now, and it's actually like that. That one's easy. That one's a easy grower, man. A easy grower. That one hasn't. I took cuttings from that and I put them in all kinds of weird places, and I really, I told you before, homegirl, I really like that plant. I don't know. I don't know if it's just that pheno or if all the seeds will be like that.
Grow with me. My Gmail is home grow, right? The word for and the number 20 at gmail.com. It's home grow for the word for and the number 20 at gmail.com.
You should write it so people could, cause well, shit,
Yeah,
no, it's
no,
easy enough. It's easy
chat here, but
enough.
it's not allowing me. I could write in the chat. It doesn't allow me to write in the chat.
That's weird.
Yes, sir. There we go. You got it. Send me an email, a screenshot of your joint. You know what I'm saying? Of your, you know what I'm saying? You know
No
what it is
Diddy.
for a while.
Pause.
The screenshot and all that with your email, and boom, I'll take care of you from there. You know what I'm saying? Just give me some time within maybe 12 hours. Boom, you'll have it before 12 hours, but give me 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? Tops, but you'll have everything. You go in there, you do what you do, and you just choose whatever you want, and you be all right. You be good.
It's legit. It's
Yo,
legit.
man, to everybody that's winning these type of giveaways from my channel, just please keep me updated, keep me posted. Like, if your package is on its way, that you receive your package, you know, tag me in when y'all pop them joints. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. You know, like, show me some love, bro. Yo, I'm chilling. I just can't wait. I think two of them is gonna be done by the end of this week. By the end of next week, by week 11, they're gonna be done. So I
Are
got
you are you gonna chop them all at the same time though? Cause ain't you gonna dry them in the tent?
two. I'm chop two at the same time and let another two sit to through week 12, depending. I'm gonna see how it look, how it's going. Cause I just flushed them, so they still wet. You know, they starting to drink the water little by little now. You know what I'm saying?
Don't overdo it. Don't run them too long. Cause you can do that. You can run them too long, and you'll have
Hey,
your stripes will
that's
turn
what I'm saying.
all amber, and
That's
it
what I
will be
said.
reduced potency.
First, and then the other two big ones, I gotta let them. I know they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. They gotta sit.
Did you
I feel
have Did you have somebody look at them like a Kenny or
a
something?
couple people tell me they need to sit a little longer.
That's okay. Okay.
You
As
know, a
long as the
little.
people that you know are legit, then okay.
The other two, they're looking that they could come out by the ending of week 11, going to week 12. You know.
I just don't want you to pass up the ideal time to harvest them. Waiting for something to happen that because I've done it before. That's the only reason.
So I
Yeah,
got the last.
when I
I got
tap in with you, it's usually because of that. It's like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, damn, I wish somebody would have told me this right off the bat. So I just tell you, like, hey, I wish somebody would told me, blah
ooh.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm not into autos yet. Maybe when I get a couple other tent, maybe. But I'm not into it because I kind of enjoy looking at the size of a plant, like the big shit. I kind of enjoy the thing of being able to top control it. You know, like training. You know, I want to learn those methods and I want to lock in with it. I think I'm not gonna go nowhere whether things go right or wrong. I'm already locked in because this is when I lock into something I want to do, I do it.
Yeah, shit. I mean, like, if it was, I know sometimes people recommend people start with the autos, but I've never agreed with that really. I don't. I think people should. I don't think people should start with autos at all. I think and there's just different. Yeah, everybody's got different.
But they say autos is easy because you don't have to do much to it, right? So that's a good thing, right?
Well, you
And
can do whatever you want to it. I mean, so and some people still top them and
say
do it.
photos are good because just in case you make mistakes. So it's like
Well, yeah, but that only applies while they're in vegetative stage. While they're in flowering, if you make a mistake, you'll stunt them just like an auto, and then they just won't finish. It just won't finish. It just will. It would get there, and it just won't get there. You know what I mean? That's just how it shakes out sometimes.
I
I
think
don't.
to me it worked for me photos because knowing like how I am, and I know I might have made mistakes. I was better off with the photos before flipping.
Oh,
Oh,
grow
definitely,
with
man.
you.
Great one. Yo, send me that mail. Yup, got you. And let me know
That's
when you lock in with them and everything. It's all love.
that's what's up. One love.
Yeah, I'm happy to give somebody something, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. You get to give it. It's kind of like giving
They
that.
want me
That
to
must be
give.
good, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Rock with me, I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Boo. It's all lovely.
People, people will be growing them joints too. You'll start seeing them. You'll start seeing them popping up if like for people who do post. But you have not everybody like is comfortable posting shit on the internet, which is like perfectly understandable. Um, the only place I used to post shit was Reddit. No, for real, for the whole like 4 year stretch where I was doing mostly just outdoor. Uh, I was only on Reddit. I've never had, like I was telling you, I've never had an Instagram or fucking none of that shit. I barely use my Facebook. Um, I'm weird like that.
Yo, now when I start growing that, I'm gonna start seeing more of the growers choice content out there more. You know that, right? A little bit more. Because I'm doing giveaways.
Have you looked up like reviews and shit like that about them?
Yeah, they got good reviews. Oh, I'm gonna give y'all. I think y'all should be getting something where y'all can post y'all grows or send it to me or whatever. I'm gonna have to send it to you guys, or they'll probably send it to you guys where y'all could just send post y'all grows and all that a place.
Wait, what? You gonna send something to?
Website where you could post and get all the reviews. I forgot what is it because I'm new to it. It's three, but
Oh,
you
I
could
got
post
you.
three in them, and you could post them in there, and and you let them know, and they'll all keep posted with your grows and everything.
My bad. I thought you were saying something completely different, man. My bad. My bad. I'm I. I ain't really smoked too much today, so now I just hit this. I just hit this stunned. I can never say it. Stunned in glass. I just ripped that and got me high as fuck. I mean, it's not my first smoker today, but I ain't smoked that much today.
You know what I'm gonna start doing when I go live? You know, I'm gonna give three giveaways in the live, or when I announce it, whichever way I'll be doing it. But if I'm on the live doing the giveaway, 20 minutes, do one giveaway. You know what I'm saying? In another 20 minutes, I'll give another giveaway. You know what I'm saying? In another 20 minutes, another giveaway.
Spread it out.
Yeah, the timing.
That makes sense.
And so I figure it out. I'm new to this shit. I
That
gotta
makes
figure it out.
sense.
But everything is everything. Everything is going well, you know. As for now, as of the year, all she wanna do is eat, 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 eat.
What's that?
My cat, she is so
Ah,
annoying. Eat, 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 eat.
yeah, cats.
Every
Ah,
2 hours, every 2 hours, she's just eating, 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 eating. I'm like, oh my god, like,
I'm definitely more of a dog kind of guy.
nah, I got my cat and I got my three dogs.
Hey, you know what I'm about to do, homegirl? I'm
Yeah,
about to. I'm about to. Remember I was showing you this big ass fluorescent light. This big ass thing right here that's got fluorescent lights in it that
okay,
I used to veg under back in the day because you can veg plants under there. I'm gonna I'm gonna set it up in here right here actually. and I think I'm gonna take like a bunch of like the bag seeds. And there's a strain I like from Tyson 2.0 called Sticky Toad. It's half Gorilla Glue, half LA Kush Cake, which is wedding cake and Kush mints. But anyways, I really like the strain, and I got a bunch of bag seeds, so I want to like pop them all, but I'm gonna do it like a solo cups because they're bag seeds and shit. And I'm gonna pick the best. I might do a little breeding project with them, because the end goal would be to have a bunch of feminized sticky toe seeds for whatever, because I like that strain.
You know,
So I'm gonna do that.
I
Cause I
love
don't want to, I don't want to like do it under like the main light and mix them. Cause I mean, like again, they're bag seeds, so I don't really. But
but what the bag seeds are what? Like, oh, they're not from a company like from somewhere where you got
uh,
the bud.
they were from the dispensary, bro. They're Tyson 2.0.
Also, those are bag seeds it come from the bud where you buy.
Yeah, there was a period a couple years ago where we were fucking hitting
Yo,
the
now that you
disco.
question, all right, let's be honest. You ever had grown a bag seed and it was better than any seed from any company? Was it better from any like? Was it better than any seed you bought, you paid for from any company? Have
I
you ever
don't know.
grown?
Listen, I don't know about all that, but I told you that strain that I accidentally created, that Corona strain, that was created because there was a purple punch bag seed that turned out to be a male, and it knocked up I knocked up a couple plants out there, but the seeds mainly came from. I think it was from a Bubba Kush, but I'd be lying if I said I'm 100% positive, bro. This is like when I was like really casually growing outdoors, and I only had like five. It was the very first year I grew outdoors, and I just like had like five plants lined up or something, six plants. So I don't know the parents exactly, but I know it came from the Purple Punch bag seed. So I would say, yeah, I had a good experience from a bag seed that time, and there's been other times where I grew out bag seeds and had good experiences. But I'll be honest with you, and you know what? I didn't really know how to like verbalize this until recently. But what I was growing before, I was growing like really like casually. Um, I I didn't really because people always like say like, well, how long have you been growing, and like what's your style of growing and stuff, and it's like, yo, like there was like a while where I was just kind of growing because I didn't want to buy weed, and like it's not that I didn't want to grow good weed or anything. It's just that like I was banging out, like consistently banging out enough weed, so like I thought I was doing enough. I didn't really start like wanting to get serious about it until more recently. So like I've grown a lot more. I've grown plants. I've grown a lot of plants, but like I'm getting
But people,
specific on training.
but people say style. I like this, like your style of growing, and if you go back, I think to like I don't know which video it is. There's people saying they like my style of growing. I'm looking at these fucking plants. I'm like, what the fuck is a style of growing? Because I ain't got no style. Just grow a fucking plant. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what the fuck is a style? Like, what the fuck is a style? Like I'm trying to figure it out. I don't see no style. I see a couple times that I like your style of growing. I like the way you use your trellis, and I'm gonna start using this. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Everybody does this. So what is that when they say that? Like, to me, everybody grow weed, right? It's the same shit, right? What's your style of growing? What they mean, like, is there a different style?
Yeah, but not everybody top. Some people top more than others. See, there's all these different ways of training, or there's all these different. If it's autos or photos, it's there's all these different like how long you veg it. If it's a how long you do veg it, and how you do train it. Like I said, how there is a bunch of styles, and are you organic or are you in soil? Are you in cocoa? Like what medium are you in? Are you in just straight perlite? Or are you? I seen some. I seen. I don't even know who it was, and I seen somebody do that. And there were the plants were fucking alive and big and like kind of looked healthy, man. I didn't even know you could do that. You would just
Well,
have
this
to
time there's something.
straight perlite. I'm talking about.
This time I don't know what we do.
I didn't even know that was possible. You'd have to water them a fucking lot. But anyways, but there that's the main. I think what people mean to the organic versus synthetic, and then people say synganic or whatever the fuck. I don't even
Yes,
know. I hate that fucking
yeah.
term. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
I'm popping my seed,
Synganic.
and then I'm gonna transport them into the 5 gallon pot. But I'm gonna give them time here first, you know, and then I'm gonna pop them because I'm using so I'm growing in soil, organic, dry amendments and stuff like that. So I want to get the roots to really, you know, and then
What size are those? Do you know? Do you know what size? It's okay if you because I to be
oh
honest,
they like the red cup size a little
okay.
half a red.
Because to be honest, I don't know. I don't know what size my solo cups are either. Like I think they're like 16 ounces, I guess. Um,
Yeah, these are like 12 ounces or 16 ounces, like 16 ounces, 12 ounces. No, you got like 12 ounces. I got
those those will be better than the solo cups because those are more just straight up and down instead of being at like an angle and with plenty of
I
drainage.
and I definitely know exactly what to do. So I'm gonna transport from here into my 5 gallon pots, and that's
Yo,
what I
and
want
yeah,
to.
and then big ass holes in the bottom. You'll know when the roots start coming through the bottoms in there and shit. You know that hey, this is like filled out enough to where I can dry it out and then kind of move it easily
Right.
over and transplant.
The thing I did was I was practicing with the red cup. Remember when I did
And you
that
did
little red?
great with that. And you did great
Right.
with that, bro.
All right. So I gotta let it dry. So when I let it dry, I see all those roots and all that shit. I was like, ooh, I took it out the perfect time too. So if
Oh
I,
yeah, the
oh man, if I had another tent with light, I would have had that shit on veg right now.
You know what you could do, man. I didn't even think about this. You could take a couple clones, like two clones, like from two different plants or something like that, and flower. Make sure veg them like and flower them at the same time that flower all your plants. And then you can pull those and kind of tell by looking at those on the outside, like if they're done or not. You can kind of judge if the plants inside are. Do I sound crazy right now? You'll have little miniature versions of your plants, so like you could look at them and take them out and say like, hey, I flowered you at the same time as I flowered the ones and those ones, and even though you're smaller, like I can see like by your trikes and everything that you're done. Um, and you know that those are roughly ready to be done too,
I
because
like
they're
straw.
copies.
I like straw trellis. I like straw netting trellis. I like that type of shit. I think you. I like. I like trying to max that shit out, get as much as tops I could get out of it, and
I got some of that thick black trellis and finally put it over that punch pie.
oh, that shit holds because them shits is heavy. The top, the big plant. That
Yeah,
shit is
yeah.
shit is holding.
Oh yeah, yeah, though it's heavy duty as fuck, man. I strapped it to that PVC pipe thing. Um, now I got the one with big ass squares because that plant's like it's way too late to put a fucking trellis on it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
almost a dream to put a trellis on it, but like I need something because the branches were getting heavy and falling all
right.
over. So I was like, fuck it, I might as well fucking throw the fucking trellis on now.
Yo,
'Cause the alternative was like bamboo sticks all over the place, or just kind of let them lay crazy style and wrist snapping them, and
drying.
can't
Like
do that.
when it comes to drying, is there a different drying method through different seasons throughout the year? Like being that we're in springtime now, going on summer. What will be is there different from drying during this time around than drying during, let's say, winter, fall, and stuff like that?
It depends where you live, I guess. I mean, like the factors are always the same. Like you worry about really the humidity first, and then the temperature second. At least that's how I think. That's how I think about it anyway. Um, so like it really just depends where you live. Where I live, it's dry in the winter, like the humidity's low, and then it's very humid in the summer. So like it would affect how I grow. My drying tent, like instead of just flipping whole plants upside down, like cutting all the fan leaves and then flipping whole plants upside down, like I do with the little autos, I might cut down into individual branches to make sure nothing's touching nothing. If I got to put a lot in there and make sure they're not, because in those high humidity situations, like you just got to take more precautions to make sure there's good airflow, and you should have that anyway, no matter what. But
Right.
because there in this room where my drying tent is, there is no temperature control or nothing like that, and I was never had that in the this is like I've said before, it's the first time having this in the I've been getting it as this grow has been going along actually. I've
So
been kind of building up
you're
stuff.
always with minimal tools. You grow and you go by the look. You just judge it based on how you think it is, like if it's right, if it's good. Like
Yeah, yeah. I'm not good with like keeping days and shit like that. Like having certain days and certain. Not like I'll like say this like when I was experimenting with different ways of topping the last go around like with the OG Kush and the Punch Pie when they were next to each other. I topped the OG Kush normal, and then did it where it came up like and then I did the punch pie totally different. I filmed it on purpose and like made it go all crazy, and that's why I look. I never intended to flower them though. I was just fucking around using them, trying to create as many bud sites as possible and use them for cuttings. But anyway, now that I am flowering them, I really like the way I trained the OG Kush, and I might start doing that where like I cracked it down and then let the other branches grow up and shit, and then like had the two. There's just a certain way I did it, and I could train it that way without the branch, and I think it would like man. I think I'm gonna have more of a yield from under that old Blurple light, and then in that 3x3 than I am from that big purple crazy three-headed plant under the good light all by
uh,
itself.
how many photos you got going on right now?
Two. Well, I mean, it depends if you count those cuttings or not. Those cuttings, I'm just gonna put outside, probably in the. Actually, I'm gonna put them in 3 gallon pots and just like put them on the picnic table or something. So like technically, if you count those three cuttings, then five. But technically, I got two in flower. Just that big ass purple Tyson cherry punch pie and
Set up
The OG cushion, the 3x3 tent under the blurple light.
Why don't you set up a bed in your like you know some? I be seeing some people with the beds. I'm like, damn, we could set up some beds up in there. You can set up like 4 or 5 beds, like 4 or 5 beds right there for them plants.
Four or five. What?
Like you know the beds that be setting up for the plants where they can grow them in different.
Oh, those like the little plastic things, or the black riser things.
They got like 6 plants on each. You know what I'm saying? They growing them beds and shit like that. Boom. Like boom, they got
Oh,
them all
oh,
underneath.
you're talking about the little cuttings in the solo cups.
No, big plants. They got like big plants running in. You know, they got a room and they got them like if it's a table, but like they got like a bed on them. They got like 6 plants on one, six in another one, and six in another one. You be like, oh shit.
I I don't got. You mean like it's big?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think I might just be too high to be understanding what you're talking about.
Yeah, they got some beds and shit like that that I be seeing growers. They got beds built like with mad dirt and for and they got like 5 or 6 they got like 6 plants. Some of them got like 8 plants, depending how big is the bed. And they got different bed sections with different plants, different strains.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ideally, I'd like to have like a vegging tent and a flowering tent. Um, Not like that little PVC pipe thing that I put around. I could have put panda film around it, and it'd be kind of like a tent. I guess with no top, because I don't want to block the light, obviously. But it wouldn't be the same as having a tent though, because you still have to worry about lighting. That's the problem I had before when I just thought I could throw a pan. I should have used like it's easy. It really is just easier to do a tent if you're gonna try to do that in the same room.
I'm not
It
gonna
really
lie,
is.
I got it going on with that. Like y'all could grow right outside and shit like that. Like where y'all at, y'all could grow in your backyards. There ain't no backyard over here where we at where we could grow in. It's only buildings.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Detroit's even in the city, actually, especially in the city, I'd say, uh, there tends to be houses with backyards, man. A lot of people come from other big cities and say that. They say, like, damn, it's weird. Like, all the houses, like, even if they're tore up, like, they're designed like they're old brick houses, and there's backyards, and there's because they were built in the 50s when Detroit was doing really, 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 really well. And yeah, yeah, if you have a house, you have a backyard. And you've seen like I only have a little slice of yard to work with, but that is still significantly more than like one like apartment. I'd be on a balcony growing. I'd have a couple plants on the balcony. Do you have a balcony, homegrown?
Huh?
Do you have a balcony?
Yeah.
Dog, like in my mama's house, like she lived in a condo, and dog, I
Oh,
would have could have a couple plants out on that balcony, bro.
yeah, but
But
don't hit it directly too much. I mean, it's
uh,
sun, but not like that. It's just sunlight.
if there's sunlight, you might. I mean, you've seen Bobby Johnson, bro. Bobby Johnson gets like barely any sunlight. you if there's sunlight at all, and unless it's in straight up shade,
Bobby
unless it's
Johnson,
in
you know that, right?
what's up?
Bobby Johnson's a gangster. You know that, right? South Central LA, right?
Bob, he Bobby Johnson.
Held it down for a minute, yo. Yo.
I don't know why I thought I always give my plants like not that that's a goofy name. It's a I don't want to say it's a goofy name because of the person. The person, I don't know if it's a real person or much about it. Uh,
I'm just why people name shit after movies and other actors. Why can you give an official?
what's up? I I hear you said I heard you say you're kind of breaking up. You said something about name after movies, and then what? What home grow is? You probably just got a phone call or some shit. But anyways, I hope if anybody's seeing this, they are well and they are staying lit and staying safe out there. Uh, it's a Friday night. You can tell that I'm old and boring as I sit here hidden, hidden. Oh, he back. He's back. Back in the house.
Oh man,
It's all good. I held it. I held it down. I tried to hold it down.
good looking. But yo, but check it out. You know, like I really don't like when people name a straight after like a movie shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like after such, but it's cool. It was a cool movie. But why that?
I probably wouldn't name like a serious strain, like if I was a breeder out like after that. And
Why couldn't
well, unless I wanted to. But if I just when I'm just fucking around growing plants, and if I just like say, oh, that plant's tough, and like there's a song that's stuck in my head, or something like that. Cause you know that song, OG Bobby, that song was playing on the radio or something, and something gets in my head. I have ADHD, and I'm like, oh, the toughest thing that. So like
Well,
that's
look
I
at
guess that's if I was gonna answer a question, that would be the best way I could answer it. Is I just have ADHD brain, and I'm goofy, and I
what's a big popular name like a strain name? Like what's a big popular ones like that you think it was official? Which are the ones that you think names of strains that are very popular? You thought like, damn, this shit is what's up.
what should I mean? What are some strains that I like?
Yeah, like the names that it was giving. Like
Oh,
what are the names of
I
it?
like Gorilla Glue. I like Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue is a great name
Like that. Yeah, we one for one with that. Let's do it. Go ahead. Let's go. One for
because
one.
because I mean it's just perfect because it's so sticky, and then I mean it's like Gorilla Glue. It's just so appropriate for it, and
I say sour diesel. That shit was crazy. I said sour diesel. What the fuck?
well, yeah, because it smells like the gas. It's the gas, really gassy. It's supposed to be really gassy. Um,
That purple
uh,
haze. I thought that name Purple Haze was dope because the bud was dope.
I like I
A lot of
There's something that's classic about Granddaddy Perp, man. I don't know what it is, man. I think that's just like my
Granddaddy Perp. You love Granddaddy Perps.
but like just perps in general. I am like a sucker for
You
purple
like
shit.
you got your favorite shit. You got that favorite strain. Like me, I love that sour. You know what I'm saying? Like I just love that sour diesel. You know?
I think those are more like sativa leaning. You
Yeah.
know what
Like, what I'm
I mean?
saying is that you love your strain just as well. I love my strain. You know, there's a strain that I love no matter what. It could be good shit out there, but I just love that sour diesel. Right? And then I love that purple haze. You know, that shit is just it.
I think Gorilla Glue is such a classic because it's like a 50-50 It's like that 50% indica, 50% sativa, and it really is like good in the morning, good in the evening. I need to find a good excuse
Like
me,
the gorilla
a good
glue.
Gorilla Glue. Yeah, I got some Gorilla Glue autos that are old. But I want to find some Gorilla Glue photos that are like official from somewhere. I don't even know
I
where the
like
fuck.
that Kush. I like that platinum Kush.
Yeah, you were talking about that. You had. It seems like you had a really good experience with that in the past. You know what the
And I
very first. You know what the very first good
Scout cookies.
strain.
Lord, Girl Scout cookies. I love that shit.
Yeah, that's just spreading the fucking everything we saw. Anything that was made after it came out like has a little bit of Girl Scout cookies in it. It seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how much that shit overlaps. Um,
Yo,
See, Junkie and Cookie had like a partnership for a while, and then something happened, and I don't know. I don't really know the details, but the point is,
oh,
like a lot of this Cookies genetics and Seed Junkie genetics are the same, and a lot they've just all been bred together, and people just bred them to death, and
there's
a lot
shit
of
going on in the cannabis community, huh? Shit you wouldn't even think of, right?
yeah, you know what's real popular now is like the candy stuff and shit, and I'm even pretty soon gonna grow some like I was talking about some half OG, half so Skittles under that main light, and they're the autos from Polly. Uh, so I'm even like chasing the Z strain now, and that'll be the first Z strain I've ever grown actually. And by Z strain, I mean like the Skittles with the Z, and then they put Z in all kinds of names. Like the dude said earlier, is the Zushi with the Z. Um, if it's got that Z in it, it kind of implies that it's that they call it like a Z strain. It's kind of like from the same genetic pool or whatever. I don't know the right fucking terminology, but that's why strains be having Z's in them. It goes back to that.
Yo,
Goes,
before you had motherfuckers smoking that shit that had nothing but seeds in it. Yo, I don't know how people wasted money on that shit. I used to be like, bro, I do not smoke that shit, bro. Like
I
people
smoked it
was that
when I was, I'm
what
sorry.
was that? A quarter ounce for $25 of that green, and that green was fire to them. Yo, they should be like, yo, you got that fire green? Yo, that's what I used to hear in the streets. Yo, oh, that shit was dirt weed.
That's the same. That's basically the same price as we had, man. It was like basically $100 an ounce, and and if you broke it down, you charge a little more, like
They love
$30.
nowadays that they could get weed that's quality for a cheaper price for that same price almost that. Cause that shit was dirt. Them niggas was
When
smoking people.
I started smoking on a regular basis, like in 2000, 2001, when I was 14 years old. And at first it was like that Mexican brick weed, like you're telling it had like 1,000 seeds in it, and I wish I would have kept a lot of those
You was
seeds.
14 years old in 2001.
Yeah.
Damn, late wait. You know,
When
this is not
September 11th happened, when September 11th happened, I was in ninth grade English class watching it on
yo,
TV.
bro. You know what's crazy? I was like, wow. I was like 21 years old,
I was a freshman.
22 years around there, going on 22 or just turned 22 in 2001.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. At that age, at that time, oh, I was living a different life, man. My life was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you say you was 14 years old, man, shit, my little brothers and sisters, I used to pick them up and take them shopping, and man, we used to. Then 2001, you talked a good one right there, 'cause that was a good time right there for me.
It's a long time ago.
Oh my lord. So anyway, go ahead, man. That shit was a great time. 2001.
Yeah, like, I was in ninth grade when September 11th happened and all that shit happened. I was a freshman.
What you
You know what I
remember?
remember? You know what I remember about September 11th? It was the same day that the blueprint came out, and I came home from
Yeah,
school and said, "Mom, we gotta go to the store because the blueprint came out." And my mom was like,
yo,
"This is crazy. There's terrorists and blah blah blah."
you know what's crazy though?
I'm like, "No, we
We
gotta go to the store."
had got that album too, but that day was a day to remember. Um, on that day, I had to go pick up my grandfather. You know, on that time, you know, I had to go get my grandfather from work. You know, he's not doing so well now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going through. You know, he's like in his last moments. But we're
Sorry to
trying to
hear
get
that.
the best out of him. You know what I'm saying? But at that
Sorry.
time, you know, my grandfather, I had to go to his job and pick him up because his job was close. Was on the north side of Brooklyn, and the north side of Brooklyn is close right there to the like, you know, to where the World Trade Center, that area, as to the smoke, all that shit is closer to, you know, that side of Brooklyn. So I had to go pick up my grandfather. They shut everything down early. It was like maybe like 10 something, you know what I'm saying? Like 10 something or 11, we had to go pick up my grandfather. After I picked up my grandfather, I helped out, rest in peace, to my homegirl Keisha, man. Rest in peace, man. She was a wild woman, man. I took Keisha to go pick up her kids, you know what I'm saying, from school. You know, man, I was just on a mission on that day, helping people pick people up from the yo. We was watching that
Yeah,
from, you know, we was watching that from the roof from my from my grandmother's building, and you could see the whole smoke. That it was cars coming. You know what I'm saying, when it had happened before they shut down the the city down. There was car coming full of smoke, and it was a wild time because it was like everything was so empty. You know what I'm saying? Like New York was so empty. It was quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, it was quiet. That shit was smoke all through Brooklyn. Like that shit was covered through smoke. You just see that, and it was just the shit was shut down. There's people that didn't get home to like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Some people didn't get home to the next day because some people had to walk home. Uh, Subways or MTAs was shut down over there. Everything was shut down. So there was no cost. Nothing could go in the city and nothing could come out.
I remember watching on the news and like seeing the ferries taking people across because like they couldn't get. I didn't understand back then about boroughs and New York City or anything. I didn't know. I
Bro,
didn't know what the World Trade Centers were. I had no idea what they were. To me, it was like watching a bit like a
when
bad
my
movie.
wife came home, she'll tell you, I seen that shit drop. The second building, I seen that shit drop. I was like, no way. I couldn't even believe I'm looking at that shit from the roof, the World Trade Center going down. You heard? When I looked, that I was standing there, when I went to the roof, by the time I went to the roof, like a couple seconds later, the second building went down. I was like, get the fuck out of here. My brother, this is something I could never forget. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I never in my life thought like I will ever see or witness, experience to see those buildings go down. You understand what I'm saying? Like, literally, bro. When I went to the roof, maybe like 15, 20 seconds later, we was like, yo, that shit, yo, where the other building at? Yo, we was just talking like, yo, that shit. Yo, the next building went down. That's when we was like, get the fuck out of here, yo. I'm not gonna lie, tears came out. We was just like, get the fuck out of here. Everybody like, nah, man. We was just devastated. I'm not gonna lie, we was broken, man. We was broken. The whole neighborhood came out. You heard? So I can imagine like how when y'all got the news where we was at, that shit was already the news. The neighborhood, everything was crazy. The whole it was just ridiculous. People was going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, man. As a New Yorker, you experienced it totally different than I did, and you were
My
an
cousin,
adult.
my cousin's ex-wife, auntie, uh, never came out from there. A couple people from my neighborhood that they parents at that time, I was on my 20s, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, we had friends that their families used to work at the World Trade Center, stuff like that, and they didn't make it home. So every 9/11, I turned on the TV just to pay homage to my friends and the neighbors and everybody else. Respect, because it was a tragic. It was something that I never thought that I would witness or be alive to even hear no shit that the World Trade Center went down, my brother. And then not only one went down, but two of the motherfuckers went down, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like like it can't get no serious in this. I was like, whoa, nah, this is different. You know what I'm saying? Like that I ain't gonna hold you, that was different. Yo, we was watching that shit from our building, bro. And it's far, but the World Trade Center's so big, you could see that shit from where we at. Like you could see that shit nice, clearly. So I can imagine the people that was watching that shit, that it was closer to it from Brooklyn, that was closer to the World Trade Center, how more crazy that shit must have looked going down. But we seen it from a distance and it was close enough. Imagine people that was closer because the World Trade Center was big. You could see that from anywhere in the five boroughs. You understand what I'm saying? You go anywhere in the roof in the five boroughs, you could see the World Trade Center. That's how big that shit was. You see both of them bitches.
See, I never even heard of the World Trade Centers before that day, and it didn't register really to me until I seen like my English teacher crying, and especially when that second building went down. And what registered to me is when I seen people jumping and stuff. That's when it really hit me, and like I actually had like an
Like,
emotion. Like, I had like an emotional jolt, like oh shit, like that's fucked up. Like I think it was a woman or something. I just seen when I seen people that were falling. In my young mind, like I had just got to high school. Like I said, I was sitting in English class in ninth grade. I was a freshman, and so I was young, man. So it's like hard for me to even process. And it was, New York City. It was a strange city to me back then, far away, and
it was
I don't know nobody there, and I never heard of the World Trade Centers. So like watching it on TV, man, like the actual towers going down, like it was almost like watching a movie or something. It was
Right.
weird. It felt like
Yo,
surreal.
New York City was broken, bro. Like I'm talking about literally. It was broken when 9/11 hit. It was it was different. Never thought, and I'm pretty sure no one ever thought in their life ever seeing no shit like that. Yo, that's not something anybody will be. Oh, yo, imagine if the World Trade Center was ever fall. Nah, we never even thought of that. Yo, Biggie Small said it in a rhyme, but it was just a rap song. But yo, my man, but he didn't mean to blow up like the World Trade. He said
Well,
like blow up
no,
as you know,
and
and the
correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't like in 1994 or something? Wasn't there like a they found bombs in the basement or something, and it was on the news and everything, and
they bombed it before, but they
that's
didn't achieve it.
what Biggie was talking about. I think
Oh,
that's what Biggie was talking about in that song. I think that's what I always thought. Anyway, I always figured he was like referring to that, like because obviously I don't think he predicted the future.
right. So when that when they did that, I don't even. I'm just lost, bro. I can't even. I don't even know what to say. Like that's something that we never even thought of that shit. Like damn, to even be watching that shit from the roof and knowing that the whole fucking neighborhood is shut down. Yo, everything was shut down, shut down, shut down. Like it was really crazy. It was
I bet.
crazy.
Bet. I bet. I remember everybody was. I remember my mom was really scared too, and that's another thing that struck me is when I got home, my mom was like crying, and when my mom was like emotional, and I was kind of surprised by that, and then it kind of fully hit me then
That shit
too.
hit different. A lot of shit
But
hit
I
different,
ain't
man.
gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie though. We went to the store and I got the blueprint that day because I was like, "Mom, we still got to go to the store so I can get the blueprint."
I got the album that day too, cause I was playing that album on the song. That album on the block. We was playing that. We had a cookout. We had a barbecue that night too, and then we had a blackout too. I remember when we had the blackout. New York had that blackout that summer around there. It was
Hey, we had the
over.
blackout too that same time. I remember that summer. We were blacked
Yeah,
out too. The whole
we
Northeast
shut
was blacked out.
down. We had a blackout in the dark. We were
Yeah.
Morocco. You know what I'm saying? Yo, mad shit happened that night too, man. Cause I used to hang out on my grandmother block and shit like that, and there used to be a bunch of young little boys, and there was this kid Morocco. You know what I'm saying? Shabu, Sam. Uh, man, this is years ago. Fuck. You had Hassan. Man, what was that kid's name? You had Eddie. You had Green Eyes. You had at that time you had all those guys, and then there was younger kids like 14 years old and all that used to be over there. Then you had a little nigga named Sneak. You had a nigga named Daz. Yo, it was a wild night on that blackout, man. Like, but I thank God, I'm older now. Things has changed, but man, at those times it was crazy, man. One of these young kids did some dumb shit. They got into a cab, fucking around. Yo, in the blackout, the guy couldn't see. He crashed into another fucking car for trying to whatever. Morocco got hurt. Then the cab driver was beating the kid up. Uh, people running over there to help Morocco. The cab drive. It's not a good experience. It's not the something to talk about. I'm gonna leave it up. But these kids back in the days was no good. Yo, we had to go help them
Well,
doing something stupid, man.
it was a while ago, but Grow with Me said 12 weeks for an indica is wild. It's
Yeah.
just, but it's not an indica, is it? Isn't it like a indica leaning hybrid or some shit like that?
Yeah. It's like they're like hybrid. So for what I heard, well, a lot of them go well,
Jack
depending because
Jack
these
Herrera, it's a sativa for sure. I've grown Jack Herrera before.
testers, these was testers, so they didn't have no information about no nothing. Like it was, so I was just running my first seeds and stuff like that. I popped the other ones, but they didn't work for me. I still got that one of the autos, but the other packs of the autos, I probably got like one left of each, or something like that, or two left of each, or whatever, and that's it. But I don't want to pop that till I got another ticket. I don't want that shit to go bad. It don't work, and I look crazy. So I'd rather
Let
fuck with
me
my.
let me ask you a question. Does the grow and this isn't a trick question. I don't know the answer. Does the flowering session officially begin when you change the lights to 12 and 12, or does it start when the plant actually shows signs of flipping like a week later, 2 weeks later?
Well, to be honest with you, me starting growing, I looked at it flowering after I switched, I flipped the 12-12. That's when I said flowering. But then again, depending on the strain, because you could see some difference within 24 hours, or sometimes you can see a difference within a week. So, so it depends on the difference that you see, and you choose what to. You could probably okay, now they on flower, because on the first 24 hours they started showing me signs of, okay, a flower. So I was like, okay, that's when they flower. That's why they say that, because I see this now. But I don't know the the soil. I was underwatering a lot of underwatering because I wasn't sure, and now like I'm just learning. So that's why it kind of got like kind of it slowed down on the growth, and stuff like that. Soil a couple times had got dehydrated. I had to soak it down to re-dehydrate it, and so now that I'm kind of understanding this more, I don't know. I will have to find out on this road that I'm gonna start in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
But that's a good
Oh,
question. Not tricky. It's a great question.
yeah, I think if I had to guess,
Or
I mean, I always counted, I guess, from when I flipped the lights.
right? There's no right or wrong answer in this. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good question, but there's no right or wrong.
There might be a proper or like well accepted answer. Like we need somebody that's been around
But if
for.
it was to be scientifically, would it be a tricky question?
I don't know. I get kinda because sometimes the plant I'm really for the plant to like really fully like realize what's going on and flip over like all the way. A lot of times takes like a week or in different times. So I don't know. It just depends. But I always just count it from when I flip the lights. Keep it simple. When I flip it to 12 and 12, that's when I just that's when I count. And that's when I start to count.
Yeah.
I mean, I like I said, I don't really, and I keep like a rough count, like in making in the videos makes it easier to keep count because I really just go by how the plan looks. But like knowing when to finish can be kind of tricky, man. Uh, it can be kind of tricky because sometimes I don't know how they had the best with the only real way is to like look at the trikes. There's really no way around it because sometimes like your plant it like and,
It can be tricky.
it just just like any other part of growing it can be tricky. But I mean, there is an answer though. Like, you can you and for even for me, it's a pain in the ass to go in and turn the fans off and then get the plant to stay still and look through that loop and like the debate. Like, are they clear? Are they cloudy? Or is amber or how much amber and like all that kind of shit. And sometimes they're done and you want them to like finish it more, but like if it's
Like, so
to
clear what is when they're ready?
no, 'cause you want to wait from the cloudy.
Cloudy. Okay. So these are slightly almost cloudy. You see some clear through most and cloudy through most also in between. I'm talking about the front one and the one in the back, the small ones. So within a week, they look like they'll be done to be chopped. The other two ones, they still clear. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why I
Do you,
said. That's why when you said don't go by the things. I'm just going by the things you're saying. Like, you know, they clear. You understand? So I already know. The other ones are getting cloudy. So once they get, they're gonna have to get chopped down. That's what I said. These within a week they done.
you can see there's two ways to see that I know of. One
Read
is
about.
looking through the loop, and the other is taking like high definition pictures and like zooming in, zooming in, zooming in.
If
If
you
it's
read
a
about,
really good picture,
I'm gonna have to use a refrigerator box and use it as a dry tent.
shit that might work. I mean, that should work. If it will hold the weight.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to put some those little sticks that I bought, the little bamboo sticks. I'm gonna double them up and I'm gonna taper it up, and I'm gonna make holes in between from the box to the other side box, make sure they hold on. And I'm just gonna, and I'm gonna see. I'm not. I'm only gonna chop down two plants, so hopefully it holds on to it. So, and I'm gonna keep it in my room where the AC is at. I got dry, all that. So I put the humidifier there, the not the humidifier, the thermostat, and just check it. I make sure no sunlight, nothing hit it. The other one, I'm gonna let it run for the extra week because I know they're gonna need like
Shit, they're close.
yeah, they close. They're almost there.
If I know I said I don't go by the numbers, but at the same time, if it gets to a certain point, like if it gets to 12 weeks, I mean, obviously I don't go past. I won't go past that.
Yeah.
What is a? Do you know what the recommended? A lot of times the breeder will.
No, they never told me. Remember, I got them from this dude on the giveaway. So I reached out. They never reached right back to me and all that. They never hit me. So that was all I had at the moment. And I put so much time. I don't want to just throw them out. It's not something to give up on. Plus, I've been showing people my journey. So, like I said, I'm already locked in. I have to ride it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I
Mm-hmm.
signed up for. That's it. I signed the contract. You heard?
Once you're in flower and there ain't no stopping. Once they're in flower and like you might as well have the same mindset as an auto. Like you don't want to do anything to slow it down, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I brought it down. You know what I'm saying now, and I gave a flush, and hopefully within the next 2 days, she'll be dry.
I know you gotta get you a loop, man.
So right now, I
Or
got
are
the
you
airflow.
or are you just like taking pictures and like zooming in on the pictures? Like, cause seeing the trikes is hard. You can't necessarily like see them with your naked eye.
Yeah. No, no. I got a little magnifying glass.
Mm. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
you showed me.
yeah. Cause I was doing sharding and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had that magnified glass. I haven't done it for so long, so I'm stuck at that shit now. I can't even go back to that. I gotta
Yeah,
get back.
you know what?
Yeah,
Maybe I would go to Google and type in clear trichomes versus cloudy trichomes because like
yeah.
noticing the difference.
I know the difference already. I've seen them. I've already done that. I've done the research on that, so I already seen the difference. I already know what I'm looking at. So and I can tell the difference from all four plants. So from the small one in the back and the small one in the front on the left hand side when you watch the videos, those are the ones that I already know by the ending of next week they'll be ready. The other two tall ones I gotta let them run an extra week. I'm gonna have to let them run for extra week because I always look at them with the magnified glass. That's why I said I think these two gonna be ready and these two gonna have to sit here a little longer because I already watched them do the thing. I'm like, oh damn. And the little white pistols, now they turning, you know, is less, they got a little fox telling. I think I'm not sure.
That's alright. It happens. You know what? You know what strain it happened to me big time with Jack Harrow.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so they known for that.
I don't know about that, but that's what happened to me.
I've seen a lot of growers already with that. Like they talk about the little fox tailing on their shit. Some of them got because I keep my shit on temperature. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why it does that. Why does it do that?
High temperature, high humidity, high
But
humidity more.
but my humidity stayed within 40, 45. That's what I'm trying to figure out. No more than 50.
The whole time, even when the lights are off and everything.
When the lights off is at 50, 45. When the lights on, 50, 48, 47.
It's not like a terrible thing. I mean, it's not a good thing, but it's not like a. I don't know. I wouldn't trip about it. I wouldn't
Man,
trip about it at all. But my man, I was trying to describe it to you before, and I couldn't. But it's like the little, like swirls up, and it's like a little like hole, kind of. I think it's like where it like has to like burst out moisture or something. But I don't know. I shouldn't really speak on it because I don't know the science.
right, right.
I just know
Yeah, I
I've
don't know.
seen. I've seen it a
So
lot on outdoor plants.
I keep it in range, and right now it's at 74, 40. You know, so I
Well,
don't know
listen,
why.
sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. You know, like the humidity is gonna go up. You know, like especially in the summertime. Where
And
I
74
think
right now.
where you live is the same, like roughly the same climate as where I live, and the summer times
Yeah.
are brutal here.
You know what I'm saying? To be at 74, 40, that's a great. That's great for a city man. But there's
Yeah,
enough air.
that's good. Yeah,
I
that's
got
good, but I know the humidity's got to go up sometimes, though.
Yeah, and I got I got the inline duct fan in there, sucking all that hot air out and all that. And I got
That's what's up. That's all you need is good airflow. If you keep good enough
then I
airflow,
got
that's really all you need.
open. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, so I'm good. I got windows open, air circulating, fresh coolness. You know, it's never. So I don't understand why.
Yeah, there's no stress.
Light leaks, no light leaks. I check it thoroughly. Like I don't really be into that shit heavy. Yeah, none of that. I be right on. See that big fan I got it there just to keep that good proper circulation going. You know what I'm saying? I got it from far away where it don't hit it directly, so you feel it lightly, light little air floating through. So I'm like, okay, so I got everything dialed in. I just take it to. Remember, they test this.
Yeah. No, you're stressing on it. Don't be stressing about it, man. Like it happens. It happened. It happened to a couple of my Herbert perps. Cause I mean, it happens sometimes, and you'll still get perfectly good weed. Don't be stressing about it. I would,
Can't really wait is to grow them, grow with seeds, them growers' choice seeds, man. I can't wait to grow this shit. When I put these in, that's when I'm. That's when the real deal about to kick in. Now I got something. So I'm hoping everything goes well with those three seeds.
sometimes it goes good. Sometimes it
Goes
goes
left.
great. Sometimes it goes not so
Yeah.
good.
But when
Sometimes
I pop these seeds, though, I'm gonna be much more ready. I'm gonna have my training booklets ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have all that stuff ready, Like before when I started these, I didn't really have enough tools. I just had grow pots, a little couple things here and there. So as the growth started developing, the weeks started going by, I got little things here and there, I didn't know what to buy, what I had to do. So I just went buying what I felt what I need. So I got most of the stuff I need. So for my next grow, I'm definitely gonna be way more prepared. You know what I'm saying? When I pop the next season, everything is gonna be much more dialed in, like all the way to the max. It's gonna be dialed in to the max to the beat. That's what it's gonna be like.
you,
I just gotta get another tent and there's gonna be some action.
you don't even need. You don't need another time. I mean, I know it'd be nice to have another time, but you don't need it.
That 110's not cutting. I gotta dry. I got no room to dry. They got
I would try. I would try to cut them all at the same. I know they don't. I know they won't necessarily be done all at the exact same time. I would try to find like the happy medium or them all in the middle of, I guess, or something.
if the other ones may be a little ready, I might chop it down a little earlier, depending how it comes down to.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's okay just to like chop a couple and hang them, but I don't. Any of it. To be honest.
Yo, with Kenny is lit. He just want a package. Please. Jeez.
That's not grow with Penny.
I mean, grow with me.
Yeah, you did the same thing I did. You confused me with Penny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Grow with me. You should keep staying in touch with the homegirl and
Yeah, he
let us
already
know how.
he sent me the email already.
Let us know how it goes. I'm excited to run the chem dogs.
Yo, Wick, I'm about to shut this live down. I'm about to just chill for a little while. I already know we could pull up, so yo, whenever you do something too, you send me the link on the phone. Pow, pow.
Okay.
I ain't do that. I just found that shit out when I was going live. Like, well, I could do that, so that's how I did it with you.
Where you can just do it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No
Yeah.
doubt. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Shit. I didn't even. I must be
Yo,
high. I didn't even realize that till now.
cool down. You heard? We're gonna be shaking the community down. It's over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah. Okay. Well, good looking, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Have a good night, man.
Peace.
Peace.
How do I do this?